I just need to express my profound regrets and apologize directly to the people hurt by my terrible actions. His grandma stood up to speak to the magistrate right before he gave his own statement to the room. He told the judge that he has been struggling to catch any sleep whatsoever every single evening. He claimed the guilt over their suffering was keeping him awake. Both legal teams ultimately agreed on a recommended penalty of 3 years locked behind bars, 5 years of strictly monitored therapy, and several other stipulations. As for his life post-incarceration, he will remain under permanent state supervision for the rest of his natural days. The presiding judge decided to approve their joint proposal, officially granting him that alternative rehabilitation track designed for these specific transgressions. The magistrate urged him not to squander this rare opportunity at redemption. The judge also made sure to highlight how remarkably young he actually was. He was barely 18 years old when everything went down, and having zero prior criminal history played a massive role in today's ruling. So tell us, how did the impacted families feel about this outcome? Did they actually sign off on this deal? State attorneys confirmed they spoke extensively with everyone involved, and the main thing those parents cared about was ensuring he gets the psychological help he desperately needs. He has already spent a full 12 months working with a specialist over in Bellevue, and those sessions are set to carry on indefinitely. We really appreciate the update on this story, ladies. Out in Redmond, it was actually the little kids themselves who finally spoke up and revealed to detectives exactly what Leonardo Louis had been putting them through. Even when she begged him to quit, he just kept going, claiming it was merely some hidden infatuation. That is exactly why he found himself sitting inside a courtroom this afternoon, confessing to completely shattering everyone's faith. He exploited his role as a youth mentor to cross horrific boundaries with little girls who were only 11, 8, and 7 years of age. Once the entire situation blew up, legal filings showed he actually sent a text message to his supervisor. He claimed it was his very first workplace mistake, adding that he desperately wished to fix his awful choices. Shortly after sending that message, he willingly strolled into the local precinct to confess. It is absolutely terrifying for any mother or father to realize they dropped their kids off at a trusted center, only to find out there was an employee eager to take advantage of their absolute innocence and helplessness, which brings us to today's sentencing hearing. Children who disclose abuse are telling the truth. Believe them immediately. Act without hesitation. Youth mentors, coaches, and trusted adults are given access that most people are not. That access can be weaponized, and it often is. The warning signs of grooming rarely announce themselves. They look like extra attention, special privileges, and a relationship that quietly excludes other adults. Talk to your children regularly about body safety, appropriate boundaries, and the difference between secrets that are okay and secrets that never are. Make sure your child knows that no trusted adult should ever ask them to hide anything from their parents, and that they will never be in trouble for telling you. This case was resolved because 3 children found the courage to speak. The system cannot protect kids it does not know are in danger. If something feels wrong about an adult in your child's life, trust that feeling. Investigate it. Ask questions. Do not wait for certainty. If this story raised difficult questions for you, share your thoughts in the comments below. These conversations are how communities get safer. More cases that demand our attention are waiting here. Stay informed, stay close to the children in your life, and look out for one another. In Redmond, Washington, 3 little girls aged 7, 8, and 11 were the ones who finally broke the silence and told investigators what had been done to them. Their abuser was Leonardo Louis, a youth mentor at a children's center, a person their parents had trusted completely with their care. Louis exploited that trust in the worst possible way, crossing devastating boundaries with children who had no power to stop him. When the abuse came to light, Louis texted his supervisor, calling it his first workplace mistake. Then he walked into the police precinct and confessed. At sentencing, both legal teams agreed on 3 years incarceration, 5 years of intensive supervised therapy, and lifetime state supervision. The judge noted Louis was 18 at the time of the offenses with no prior record and approved an alternative rehabilitation track. The families had been consulted throughout. What they wanted most was not vengeance. They wanted him to get the psychological help he needed.